You can see? Okay. So, there is always room for improvement. No matter how much Islamic activity you do, there's always a better way. Is it not? Yes. We have I-14, I-15, keep going like that, right? iPhone. So this is, as I mentioned, about the skin. And this is about astronomy, we talked about it. You can see now? Yes. Okay, so this is the moon surface. The Prophet ﷺ pointed his finger. It is mentioned in the Qur'an that he did split the moon. Like that. It is split it, and both pieces came on the top of the two mountains in Saudi Arabia. It was there for some time. Most of the people around the world saw this thing. But in those days, there was no communication. So, people didn't know what happened. But people outside Makkah, Medina, Taif, Tabuk, 500, 600, 700 miles away from Makkah, they used to come to Makkah for business, to buy and sell. They came later, they said that we saw this thing. It happened. And after some time, both pieces went back to the earth, and the moon is there today. So it is a historical fact also mentioned in the Quran. This is the sun, as you can, the flame of the sun. The flame is so deep, to bring the earth, it will be inside the flame of the sun. Not only one earth, if you collect 45 earths, stack them vertically like tennis balls, all of them will be inside the flame. The depth of the flame is 365,000 miles. The flame itself, like this. So it is so powerfully burning to benefit mankind. This is about simulated picture. As you know, there are some asteroids, little piece of stones. Most of the time do not reach the earth. They come through the atmosphere and burns. But if anyone comes down to the earth, it can hit the earth and destroy the earth in a matter of seconds. This is a simulated picture I want to share with you, that a big piece as big as like 100 miles in diameter, just 100 miles. And if it comes and hits a Pacific Ocean, this is a simulated picture, if it hits Pacific Ocean, the whole Pacific Ocean will be spilled over, all water. And it can destroy the whole earth, and it will be burning for billions of years. That is one of the reasons NASA wants to go to Mars, because they think that whatever we have on the earth, it was similar to Mars also. This is a theory. So I want to share with you this picture. I don't know whether it's coming or not. But video is not coming. That is supposed to be a big piece of stones. You see, it is not happening.
Maybe go forward. There may be some connection problem.
No, it is the actual file I have. Oh. So inshallah, just to show you how long is 1 billion light years. If you go around the earth, you travel 25,000 miles. So you are in this city, right? Which city is that? London. From here to go to Dhaka and come back through Japan, you travel 25,000 miles. Right? If the light travels around the earth, it will travel 8 times in 1 second. Like that. It already traveled 8 times. Because light travels in 1 second, 186,000 miles in 1 second. And this is for a minute, for an hour, for a day, for a month, for a year. If the light keeps on traveling continuously for 1 year, it will travel so many miles. It is called 1 light year. Who can count those numbers? Anybody? How was the easy one? This one. This is 1 million light years. And this is 1 billion light years. When NASA finds an object, they say it is so many billion light years away from the earth. This distance is so vast, Allah mentioned in the Quran. We are living in a very small place on the earth. That's how we have fight. Everywhere, right? So Allah is showing an example. His vast universe is so vast, we cannot imagine. It's beyond our imagination. I had a picture, but I cannot show you that picture. Where is Allah? It is so educational, but I'm going to share copies here, inshallah. You can. I have in my laptop. But what can I do? Okay. So this is the sun, this is the earth. Earth spins on its own axis 24 hours a day, like this, 1,000 miles per hour. It spins. That's why if you travel east to west, 1,000 miles, you will see that Salat time comes earlier or later, 1 hour, roughly. In the same way, the Earth goes around the Sun like this, 365 days a year. And what is that speed? 67,000 miles per hour. You are sitting in this masjid which is moving at 67,000 miles per hour. How about that? So you're driving your speeding car for 100 miles an hour, you think you're doing great, cool. Allah is moving the whole earth. And He's not asking you to pay His bills. He's not asking you to buy more gas, right? Expensive gas. He's doing it for the benefit of mankind. So many things we take it for granted. Learn how to appreciate what Allah is doing for you. So this is our solar system. As you can see, each of the planet has their own orbit. They cannot cross, they cannot hit each other. Excuse me. Each of the planets is different. We have Earth and Mars. NASA has a mission to Mars. Within the next 15 to 20 years, human being will be landing and walking on the Mars. It is real. We have robots, we have even helicopter, a little helicopter to study. So also Venus, as you can see, Venus, as you know, before the day of judgment, sun will rise from the west, right? It will reverse. Now it is rising from the east. Venus is already reversed. Its sun is rising from the west. So Allah kept probably an example to show mankind that He can do anything He wants. Every planet is going in one direction, Venus is going in the opposite direction. So light travels from the sun like this. It takes 3 hours to cross our solar system. So why Mars? There are many reasons. It is very moderate temperature, close to the earth, no high storm. It has water, traces of water, all these things. And these are some of the dimensions. Mars has 2 moons, Earth has 1 moon. Maybe our fighting for the Eid will go away. We have 2 moons now. Right? If we go to Mars, so we don't have to fight. So we have still fighting, right? All kinds of disagreement. And your gravity will be 1/3 Mars. If you weigh 100 pounds here, you will be 33 pounds. You can reduce your weight. You don't have to exercise. Easy way. You want to lose weight? Go to Mars. So those things are possible. And there is a animation picture. I don't know whether it happened or not, but it is coming, as you can see. It went to the Mars about 3 years back. Curiosity, its name. It was landed on the Mars. And then it has a robot. It is going around and doing the survey and sends information to study, to understand. So where human being will land in the future over there. So there was a beautiful sound. I don't know what happened. Just to show you an example, that technology has made it possible that we can go closer and closer. And this is called Red Planet. It takes about 8.5 months to reach there. And it is landing over there. And when it comes through the atmosphere, Mars has very 5% air. If Earth has 100%, Mars has only 5%. But still it is very, when it goes through the atmosphere, it becomes very hot right now, as you can see. If it burns out, then it is gone. It has to survive in this high temperature. And eventually it lands. And that's how every system works. Because of the gravity and pull and the air, it comes down to the earth. And it is doing a survey right now and sending all kinds of information. And it eventually will land, as you will see. So you brothers can wait a little longer, inshallah, because I did not expect to have it. But anyway. So as you can see, it is landing now. What is that brother who was fixing? Okay, this is the final leg. As you can see, it has 6 tires, 6 wheels basically. And it lands. And then it has a camera, it can scan, it can see. It can go very slowly. Yeah, right now. It is moving. It is old, 3 years old. I have latest one even. But this is, I made it for kids actually, to show them. But now as you can see, it only works during the day because it has solar panel, it has battery, so it has no gasoline because there is no air. So it runs during the day. This is the camera moving. It can dig hole, it can see everything and making survey. It's moving slowly, as you can see, the tires. So this is ongoing for the benefit of mankind. Actually, there is a program, there is a project. Who wants to go to Mars? It is already sold out. People wants to go over there and live there. So those are the things. Only thing you have to be inside an enclosure because it has only 5% air. In order to survive, we have to be there. So those are the cameras, as you can see, and taking pictures and sending. Anyway, so let us go to the next phase. This is about Milky Way. I showed you our solar system. And this is the Milky Way. It has spirals. Each of the spirals has millions and billions of dots. That red dot, as you can see, is our solar system. It is so small, you cannot even find it. Our solar system is so small. You can only see from a distance. In fact, now scientists say it is the smallest Milky Way. And there are Milky Ways which are so big, if you take our Milky Way and place it in the trade of the other Milky Way, you will not find our Milky Way. So you cannot imagine how vast Allah created this universe. And these are about black holes. These are real. We have pictures. Very powerful, very high gravitational force, speed of light, those kind of things. Allah makes 7 heavens. Allah mentioned in Surah Nuh, verse number 15 and 16, like this. One night, Angel Jibreel came and said to our Prophet that you have to travel. So both of them went to Jerusalem. They pray with all other prophets and they travel, ascended the heaven like this. When they come to the boundary of the 7th heaven, it has a name in the Qur'an, Sidratul Muntaha. Angel Jibreel said, this is my station. I cannot cross any further. You have to go alone. So he traveled alone. Allah showed him all the unknowns. What will happen in the grave, what will happen in the day of judgment, what will be the punishment in the hell, what is the good rewards in the heaven. All these things he was shown physically. And he was sent back to the earth and he was able to describe. This is about physics. This gentleman, Greek scientist, first predicted atomic theory. Like this, it has electrons, neutrons, protons. Modern science can even split an atom. Allah mentioned about it in the Quran, Sabah, verse number 3, that He knows everything, even what is inside an atom. We think we became smart by splitting an atom. Allah says, I know what is inside. So you cannot hide anything. This is our geology. This gentleman first predicted water cycle. Water continuously changes its phase. It rises from the rivers and oceans, forms cloud. That's why when you see plane is landing, you can see what you call, cloud, right? Those are they slowly cool down and comes back on the earth in the form of rain. That is the cloud, that is the water cycle. Allah mentioned about it in the Quran many places. This one place, Az-Zumar 21, produces crops of different colors. In fact, in the Quran there are about 60 to 70 places Allah mentioned about the rain. Now we can think that why Allah is duplicating the same information again and again. We are too smart, right? Scientists say every place Allah mentioned about the rain, it has a purpose. They research on that rain, on that ayat, and they discover new things. Allah did not put any ayat or any verse or any word extra. It has a purpose. This is about oceanography. There are salt water and sweet water many places around the world. Allah mentioned Ar-Rahman 19 and 20. That they do not mix. Their salt density are different. This is another place, Namal 61. This gentleman, William Hay, he is the marine scientist, professor of geological science, University of Colorado, Denver. He did research on the Quranic ayats, where Allah mentioned about the salt water and sweet water. That how is it two are water, but they do not join together for hundreds of miles. He wrote many technical papers. He is the authority of these Quranic verses. We only read and memorize and feel happy. This scientist went further. He did research that why Allah is mentioning here, why here, and he has explanation, and he published many technical papers. Like this is a example. Mediterranean Ocean on the sea on the top, and Atlantic Ocean. Mediterranean is smaller, much smaller than Atlantic Ocean. And the water flows from one side to the other side through the strait. It's called Strait of Gibraltar. On one side you have Morocco, other side is Spain. And they do not mix. There is a video here. As you can see on the top, it is more salt water, and the bottom is sweet water, and they do not mix. But unfortunately, the video is from this computer does not work. Anyway, also Allah mentioned about the layered darkness. If you go deep into the water, the darkness gradually increases. There is a reason for that. When the light falls on the water, light has 7 colors, like that. Every color goes up to a certain depth. And after 3,000 feet is complete darkness. Now why it is like that? Suppose you go to Pacific Ocean, right? Go to Pacific Ocean and you go deeper than 45 feet, say 50 feet. Scuba diving, people go scuba diving, go 50 feet. And you have a cut, you are bleeding red blood, right? Your blood is red, but you will not see your red blood. Because red light goes up to 45 feet. Every light stops after a certain depth. Eventually complete darkness. Even the fish cannot see itself.
What color would you see it? It's not red, would you see another color? Or?
No color. You cannot see red color. At that level, on the earth, if you cut, you can see. But when you go 45 feet, you can see, depending on the location. But after 45 feet, no more red light. So Allah is showing you that His light can be split at different depths. That's what Allah is describing in that Quranic verse. This is about biology. 80% of our body, living body, is water. We are moving, right? Our heart is working, kidney is working, because 80% is water. So drink a lot of water. Sometimes you are sick because you don't have enough water in your system. Not Coca-Cola. That will make you more thirsty. So, water is vital. That's why NASA sends any probe, any planet they want to go, first thing find any water. Mars has water, that's why they want to go over there. Moon doesn't have any water. So water is survival. Very important ingredient. This is ingredient for human life, for any life actually. Allah mentioned about it in many places. Anbiya, verse number 30, from water every living thing. And many, many places, water is mentioned. This is about botany. Everything Allah made in pairs. All the fruits, vegetation, everything you see, they are pairs. So you can bisect and make it a new pair. Good example, Florida makes a lot of oranges. 50, 60 years back, if the weather is cold and the frost bite, the oranges are gone. Frost bite. Not anymore. Now they developed orange which can survive in cold weather. I remember when I was in Bangladesh, back home, in 1970s, many of you are Bangladesh, so I'm sharing this story. 70s, 60s, 70s, 1960, 1970, I was high school. So in those days, we could not afford bread. Rice. Rice was 5 times more expensive than bread. So we used to eat bread, not rice. Now today, there is abundant supply of rice. We have irrigation, 3 crops, 4 crops a year. Worldwide, India, Malaysia, Indonesia, all those countries, they live on rice. So rice price is more reasonable because of genetic engineering. We bisect and make a better product. And all the trees are very small, short. It used to be very long, 5 feet, 6 feet high. Now it is very short. So those things are possible. Like in Texas, we have onions, 5-pound onions. Have you seen 5-pound onions? Like we have a war right now between Pakistan and India. You know why? Onions. Even Bangladesh joined. India export onions, Bangladesh say we don't need it. We make our own onions. So real war is happening right now. Because it is possible to make a better one. We have oranges, colorless, sweeter, no seeds. Is it not? Watermelon. All kinds of things are possible because Allah gave you the intelligence. You can bisect a product and make a better one. This is another place. Good example, watermelon. How much is watermelon here? How many pounds? Say $5. $5, okay? Is color? Huh? 2 pounds? You are happy? Okay, so it has different color now. We have seedless, right? If you go to Japan, it's not circular. It's $800. Because their refrigerator do not have enough space to put a square, circular one. It loses more space. So they designed a cubicle, so it takes less space. It's possible. So many things are happening around the world, genetic engineering. Good example, there is a company called Monsanto, American company. They make rice. Most of the rice, if you plant rice, you have to use fertilizer, right? Like in Bangladesh, put fertilizer, then you have to put insecticide to kill the bugs and all these things happening. This Monsanto developed a rice like this. You can plant in desert, Sahara desert, it can grow that rice. And it doesn't need any insecticide, it doesn't need any fertilizer. And whole world wants to have that seed. Monsanto says, give me the price, I'll give it to you. India wants it. They're fighting in the United Nations. So what I'm saying is it is possible to make a better product. Allah gave you the intelligence. Allah mentioned in the Qur'an that He made everything in pairs. So make a better product. This is our zoology. Bee, as you can see, bee are very active, always active. This gentleman, French scientist, in 1973, he did research on the behavior and communication of bees, and he got Nobel Prize. And he used many Quranic verses. How about that? We have been reading for 1500 years. We don't know what Allah is saying. This scientist says, yes, Allah is saying many things about the bees. So, and he got Nobel Prize. So there are many things in the Quran yet to be discovered. Many scientists say there are many things we cannot answer because those things has not been discovered yet. So take it seriously. It is not that like Musa story and Noah's storm and all these things. It is more than that. And there are many descriptions about the bees. They have an organization, male, female, queen, and so forth. Just to give an example, every colony has one queen. You cannot have two queens. This is their system. And they lay 2,000 eggs per day. How about that? How many in a minute? You can count. And there are workers. They are all female. 10,000 to 50,000. Their job is to clean, bring food, make holes for the eggs. Their household work, busy continuously. And there are few males, 100 to 500. They have easy job, mate and die. Most of the dead bees are males. You should be lucky that you are not bee. So you have a extra time. So that's how their structure is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made them. And the size is also smallest, as you can see on the right side. And these are about ants. Ants, now recently the scientists are saying that ants don't sleep. Everything sleeps, even lion sleeps. It is said that lion sleeps 22 hours. Only reason it doesn't sleep 24 hours because it feels hungry. So wake up and find something to hunt. Otherwise it will be sleep all the time. And we are safe. So the ants, now scientists say closest to human are the ants. This is not so amazing. There are many descriptions. Sulaiman was walking with his army and he saw the ants are alerting each other to save them from destruction of the horses' legs. And Allah, like that warning, He put in the Qur'an. And there are many similarities. They bury their dead body like we do. They have a sophisticated system of division of labor, manager, supervisor, foreman, worker, like we have in a plant. So beautiful, so organized. They meet once in a while and chat. How about that? Because they don't sleep. They said, okay, have a good time. So I told our youngsters, chat with your friends. Come to the masjid and chat, not with a stranger. We are losing our children. Some children are getting lost. They're talking to strangers and then gone. It is a big problem for some families. So chat with your Muslim friends in the masjid. This is your place, especially while you are minority. We are few in numbers here, right? And they have an advanced method of communication among themselves. They hold regular markets to exchange goods. So beautiful. They exchange gifts. How many of you exchange gifts? Sometimes we exchange because he's from my country. He's my relative. Can you chat? Can you give a gift to a stranger who walked through the masjid? He's a Muslim. That's all his identity. We don't. So try to open up. That was the habit of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whenever he used to receive any gift, he used to give it away to his companions. Every companion used to think that the Prophet loved me most. Some of the companions could not sleep at night. They used to come in the middle of the night to see the Prophet. That, Ya Rasulullah, I cannot sleep. I cannot wait till Fajr. I have to see you right now. They are so much attached. We are so much detached. Always fighting and killing and all kinds of things. Can you be like ants? This is an example for the mankind. All the worldwide fighting happening for the Muslim. If we just follow this good example, exchange goods, there will be no fight. We have no fight between these districts even, right? Even villages. So this is an example from the Prophet. And they store their grain in winter. This is our embryology. It's a very big subject. So what time is it? Okay. So we have, brothers, a few more minutes? Inshallah, I don't know when I'll meet again. Inshallah. We might as well chat together. Inshallah. So this is the DNA, it is the name. It is the human egg, as you can see. Every human body has 100 trillion cells with a lot of inside information. Allah mentioned about it. There are 23 pairs of chromosomes, every human cell. What is DNA means? Allah put all the genetic information like data bank into the DNA. Like before you are born in your mother's home, what will be the color of your hair? What will be, how height you will be? What will be your skin color? How many eyebrows you will have on the right side, on the left side? Everything is defined into the DNA. Like a blueprint. Before any building is built, we have a blueprint. Then building is built. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put all of your genetic information into the DNA. And that's how we are made. This is the structure. And if you want to write down everything Allah described it in the DNA, scientists estimate you need 450,000 pages to write everything Allah described into your DNA. No two DNA can ever be same. How about that? Modern day criminal investigation can be traced using the DNA. Some crime happened, like today it is a standard for FBI, for police. They find the crime scene, they find anything, like hair, you can find that person's identity. It's very simple. Some people was convicted 25, 30 years back. Now they found out through the DNA test that that person was innocent. He was wrongfully convicted. This is happening. And modern science using the DNA for prenatal diagnostics, stem cell research. These are the new technologies, we should know about it. Stem cell prenatal diagnostics. Like someone has cancer, his father had cancer, he has cancer, his children will have cancer. This is running through the family. Now it is possible his son or daughter, before the child is born, you can go into the mother's home, remove those cancerous cells, and the child will be born cancer-free. This is the new technology, prenatal diagnostics. You can scan. This is in progress right now. It is not perfect. Like family has diabetic, good example. 99% of the Bangladeshi people has diabetes. Is it not? So it is possible to get rid of it. Research is happening. Also stem cell research. Lot of things are happening. Good example, in Texas was the first, it has a medical center, 19 hospitals within 1 square miles. Largest hospital in the world. And all the best doctors, heart transplant were from there. So they used to heart transplant, then they found out that mechanical heart came. They found out it doesn't help that much. Now we have stem cell research. Most of the hearts, when it goes bad, not the whole heart goes bad, only like your valves gets bad, it doesn't hold your pressure, or it doesn't pump, it leaks. Then you feel crazy, right? You're about to die. So now there is a research, stem cell research, that means you can make your valve with your genes outside in the laboratory and implant into your heart. So you have the same heart with a new valve. It can keep going, pumping. So those are the research going on because Allah put all the genetic information into the DNA. It's a matter of time. So these are front of the technological age. People are doing research to benefit mankind. And there are has roughly 200 body cells like this. Every body cell is different. They have different functions. Allah designed it so carefully. He did so much work for you. So don't abuse your system. Okay? Kids especially, how about that? You're busy talking, huh? So try to appreciate what He has done so much for you. So many things can go wrong. Each kind has information from the DNA, no confusion. These cells, like good example, liver cell, it has holes. It processes like filter. Whatever you eat goes through the liver. Brain cells, kidney cell, liver cell, bone cell, egg cell, lung cell, blood cell. Everyone has a different function. It's like a big IT department. All the informations are passing through the IT department. Everything works fine, right? Those kind of things. Every cell is doing the same thing. Every part of your body is fully customized. So amazingly Allah created you. So think about Him. Continuous development body parts. How about that? This is heart development. It takes roughly 40 days to build your heart. That is the first time your mother realized that you are moving. You have no idea what you are doing over there, right? And this is face development. It takes 60 days. It takes more time more than the heart to make your beautiful face. You get so many parts, ears, eyes, lips, nose, all these parts. Allah take extra time to make your beautiful face. Did you ever look at the mirror and thank Allah that, oh Allah, you made such a beautiful face. Nobody on the earth has one. Did you appreciate that? You are so much proud of your face, but try to appreciate that He took time to make your beautiful face. This is eye development. Everything has a beginning time and ending time. And then they sing together to make it a complete body. And this is blood circulatory development. All liquid, eventually there are thousands of lines through which blood flows. From your head to the toe, scientists estimate that it's 24,000 miles. Like if you go from here to Bangladesh and come back, still the blood is flowing from the head to the toe. If anywhere in this process, if the plane goes bad, it can land, right, and save you. If any part of your body, these blood circulatory lines goes bad, you are in the ICU immediately. You are useless. You have so much power little earlier. You have so much authority. You are doing so many things. You care less. Now suddenly, you are completely useless. Your machine has to run for you. So many things we take it for granted. So we should think about it. We are here for a short time. How short, we do not know. Right? Anytime. So Allah created everything just by saying kun fayakun. And when you see the universe, you should think about it. That how Allah created. Allah described all these things in the Qur'an to understand Him better. That look, He is very powerful. He created all this vast universe, galaxies, and all these things. To understand Him. He has 99 names. He controls my life and death. We have so much plan for our life. He knows exactly when we will be living, right? We cannot go outside His boundary. We don't even know His boundary. We cannot hide from Him. We are at His mercy every moment. If you want to know about Allah's mercy, go to the hospital and see how people are suffering for little things. So Allah is doing all these things for you. Whether you're sleeping or walking or anytime, right? So what we should do, I'm asking you to take a challenge to understand the Quran. It is not just for reading and counting the words. It's more than that. So take this challenge. I'm asking our youth, invest more time to understand Quran. It has a lot of scientific information. Take this challenge to understand what Allah is saying in every verses. These days easy, Google search and so many ways you can understand better. So invest time. Like you play with your cell phone, right? Play with your cell phone to understand Allah, about Quran. Why is saying here? Why is saying here? And find something. Why it has to be non-Muslims? They find everything for us, and we are on the sideline. This is our Quran. We should be able to know about it. So spend some time. The purpose is to obey Allah and follow His messenger. And the shaitan is open enemy. He's working 24/7. When you are sleeping, he's working. He's not going to give up. Is he? He's determined to destroy you. And in this world, everything is muqaddar. How long you live, how much you live, everything is fixed. But life hereafter, everything is open. How bigger paradise you want? How bigger success you want? Who want the best paradise? Jannatul Firdaus. That is the challenge. That should be our focus. That okay, whatever Allah gave me on this earth, I am happy. I am not complaining. But I want the best over there. Where you will live forever. That should be our focus. Life goes on here, but over there, it is said that somebody will be crying for 70 years for a glass of water in the hell. Nobody will respond to him. How about that? So, there is a business opportunity I am sharing with you, that I want you to get the best reward in the life over there. Who want that? Who want, they said, okay, I want the best over there. I am not going to take less. I want the best. I will do everything possible to get the best thing over there. You want to do that? Okay, here is a job opportunity. Maximize your efforts on spreading Islam. Spreading Islam is the highest paid job. No other job will give you more rewards from Allah than spreading Islam. Prophet says, Ballighu anni walaw aya. Convey from me even if it is a one verse. If you convey, you get the best reward, which you cannot do by any other means. And the companions of the Prophet, they were smart people. They dedicated their life. They traveled to different countries. They spread Islam everywhere. We are the byproducts. We are Muslims. Here, there, everywhere. So take this challenge. Invest your time to maximize the spreading Islam. You do that, Allah says, I am going to give you the best paradise. Inshallah, we'll do that. That should be our legacy. When you are leaving the earth, what you are leaving? Couple of $1 million? Couple of houses? Couple of big business? They will stay here. You go alone, empty-handed. So leave something which benefits mankind. Sadaqah jariyah, spreading Islam. Inshallah, we'll do that. Especially living in this country. We are minority here, right? We are only few percent, 2%, 3%, 5%, 6.5%, right? We are minority here. 95% of the people outside this beautiful masjid are not Muslim. They don't even know what you are believing. They don't know Allah. They are going straight to the hell. Who is responsible? We are responsible. The moment you say that I am Abdul Rahman, I am the follower of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is your job to convey. You cannot sit back. Many things in Islam are optional. Even they are farz. Like 5 times salat is farz. But if you are sick, you can sleep, you can lie down and pray. If you are sick, you don't have to fast. If you have no money, you don't have to go give zakat. Is it not? They are farz. But dawah is farz. No excuse. Even if you know one verse of the Qur'an. Everybody is responsible. Man, woman, children, everyone. It is your job. If you don't do that, you will be accountable. On the day of judgment, those people will be complaining that he knew about Islam, he knew about Allah, he never shared with me. He never talked about it. He talked about world politics, so many things, FIFA, football, so many things. But he failed to mention about Islam. And I am suffering today. And this person is responsible. So take the challenge, share with everybody, and that should be your legacy. Especially living in this country, non-Muslim country. So there are many ways you can do. One way is like I mentioned, South Gaza, you are born here, you die here. If you are a regular Muslim, after you die, everything stops. You cannot fast, you cannot pray, you cannot do anything. But if you do sadaqah, this is your reward level. You're waiting on the day of judgment. But if you do the reward of dawah, spreading Islam, it will continually grow, even after you die. You invested something. Think about Imam Bukhari. He collected 600,000 hadiths. He only selected 4,774 hadiths. Sahih al-Bukhari. That book is so valuable, till the last day of this world, no Muslim can learn a Sahih hadith without that book. That is his legacy. What is your legacy? You don't have to go over there empty-handed, do you? Invest something so it will benefit you forever, like this car. And your reward will be unlimited. Unlimited reward. Like $1 versus $1 billion. Which one is better? I had a friend, he used to live in New Jersey. He moved to Los Angeles. I said, why are you going so far? 3,000 miles, leaving your family here and there. He said, I got 5% raise. So for 5% raise, somebody can travel 3,000 miles. How about 1,000,000%? So don't settle your life cheap. That's my request. Do something productive, useful to benefit your life also. Who will accept Islam or not, who will accept your talk or not, that is immaterial. Your job is to convey. Like the person give azan. Convey, and your job is done. 4 Sahabi went to Indonesia. I just went 2 weeks back. Largest Muslim country in the world. 4 Sahabi went and they opened business, and slowly they started growing and growing more business. So local business people complained to the king that these people are outside, they are destroying our business. So the king called them, that who are you? In those days there was no immigration or passport. They said, we are Muslim. We used to be bad people, we used to kill ourselves, we used to bury our daughters, all kinds of things. Allah sent us Prophet, Allah sent us Qur'an, we are Muslim. Today it is the largest Muslim country in the world. 280 million population, 80% are Muslim. Because of those 4 people. No war took place, they just went. That mission was not money. Many of us are here, right? We have a good living. May Allah give barakat in your life. May Allah give, good family, good children, good education, good job, good income. May Allah give barakat. Do not do anything less. I am not asking you to give up anything. But do not give up the main job. That should be our focus. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought you here in this country. We have such a wonderful opportunity. Many things you can do in this country, you cannot even do in Muslim country. Is it not true? So you are sitting on gold mine. Ask yourself, why should I lose this opportunity? I am already here. Your children is growing here. They are not going to go back, right? They are growing here. Make them leaders of Muslim society tomorrow. What you could not do, many of us spend half of our life to get a green card or citizenship or something, right? Is it not? Or education or something. But our children are born here. They are by birth citizen. So they understand better. Their accent is better. They can communicate better. Invest them in Islamic education and propagation of Islam. That should be your focus, and you'll get so high rewards. You cannot believe. That is open for all of us. Inshallah, we'll do that. Any questions? We have lot of information. Women becoming Muslim worldwide. 4 out of 5 converts are women, and a lot of information. Qur'an and Science. We used to have a CD, but you can download. It has a link. If you are interested, you can Google search. You can contact that. finalrevelation.net. That's the website. You can go there. This is the WhatsApp number. You can email. I supply Quran to this jail all over America. And then we have books, we travel, we share information. Whatever you can, just invest yourself. You don't invest everything. Just whatever you can. Whenever you have free time, instead of chatting, chat with your neighbors, your friends, and give them good education as our neighbors. That is open to all of us. Don't wait for somebody to remind you. You are a follower of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You are already reminded. You are already listed. So take the challenge and spread Islam. That should be our focus. If all Muslims start giving dawah, so many things will happen. Only 4 Sahabi went to Indonesia and whole country changed. They did not, go for money or anything. Their mission was to spread Islam. So we are here for any reason, economic reason, job reason, whatever reason. Alhamdulillah, Allah brought you here. You have the golden opportunity. Don't miss that opportunity. So take the challenge. We have inshallah program tomorrow. Where? 11 o'clock. Come over there. We have youth. Young people, all are young, all of you. So come, inshallah, this is educational. No?
Some are only half young, but they can come.
Inshallah, please benefit from it. Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward for your work, for your time, inshallah. Come tomorrow at 11 o'clock, Moriam Masjid, upstairs, right here. You don't have to go anywhere, right? Go upstairs. And in the evening, there is tomorrow? Okay, we're going to check with you. Come tomorrow, inshallah. Then we have another presentation similar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned about an insect. It's called toughest creature on the earth. It is 1 millimeter. 25 millimeter makes 1 inch. In America we are used to inch and pounds. You have pound, real pound, right? And kilometer, right? Kilogram or kilometer?
We do kilometers.
Kilometer. Okay.
No, miles, but kilograms.
Okay. So,
Yeah, weight is kilogram, but US.
Okay. So I'm just making a point. So take initiative, come, inshallah, and that creature is, you need to see this thing because it can live on the earth anywhere. It can live without food 30 years. Can you live 15 hours in Ramadan? 30 years. It can die and come back to life. There's a research going on that what it has, which can make it so much, survival techniques. It can take radiation, like human being cannot take gray radiation up to 6, the person will be dead, human being. It can take up to 1,000. It is very fragile and small. NASA took them to outer space. They survived over there. They don't need air. We cannot live without air, right? And they even have babies over there. How about that? So you need to see that. Huh?
No air.
No air.
Food, no water, no air.
Where? Only angels can do that. Angels can live without air, without food. Right? Human cannot do. We cannot do many things. We are limited. You should see this creature. Then you will understand how Allah is so powerful that He can create. Even the whole world is destroyed. Say ozone layer is gone. All the air is gone. All human beings will be dead. Right? Is it not? But tardigrade will not live. Will not die.
Will you cover that tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll cover tomorrow. That is the main presentation. How about that?
Name of the creature?
Tardigrade. You should Google search now and come prepared tomorrow with questions. I'll share with you. There are so many things you can do in this world. As a Muslim, we should be proud of it. We should be thankful to Allah that you are Muslim. You have the opportunity to go to paradise. That is the best thing to happen. So why should you give up for little things here and there? Why should be lazy? Why should you not take charge of Islam? That should be our focus, that I want to make a difference on this earth. There was a brother, this is Toronto, right? I get all kinds of bad emails. So one time, one brother, he is from, I think, this city, he sent me, always send junk mail. So never delete junk mail. So I responded with my presentation. And he changed his mind. That was the opportunity. Everybody send a junk mail, you have opportunity to give him dawah. Better things. You are offering better things which he doesn't know because he is innocent. He doesn't know what he learned, what he knows from his friends he is sharing. He thought sharing junk mail was a good thing to do. Nothing else to do, right? You show him better opportunity. Very good idea. So he will be working better for building his akhirat. He is a better idea. So I don't delete junk mail. Anybody send me a text message, I save it. And put him into work. Because it is my benefit. If he is working good, like Imam Bukhari, when he died, he has 90,000 students directly learned hadith from him, Imam Bukhari. He collected 600,000 hadiths. The moment he died, he was alone in one room in the middle of darkness in Samarkand. The whole world did not know what he collected. They found out everything after he passed away. Now today, you cannot realize how hard he worked to collect those hadiths. So do something productive, useful, benefit Muslims. If you care for Islam, do something about it. That yes, I care. And I want to make a difference. I don't want to see that people are drawing cartoon. People are mistreating my Prophet. People are saying all kinds of bad things. I want to make a difference. Whatever happened in life, I want to make a difference from tonight. No more excuses anymore. Inshallah, Jazakallah khair. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Okay, inshallah.